Steve Ellis and the Starfires, a hard rock band from Pipestone, Minnesota. You could almost say Sioux Falls, South Dakota, because they're just as much a part of us as they are of Pipestone. My name is Tom Rambler. And this album is dedicated to the Starfires, who on August 31st of 1967 were hit hard by the tragic death of their leader, Stephen Ellis Garlick, best known as Steve Ellis. The Starfires, Barry Hansen rhythm guitar, Mike Mulligan bass guitar, Dean Sentner, called Zeke, on drums, talked with me about the group and its music, the kind of music they liked and played. Zeke explained it, but Barry says it best.
Just plain old hard rock.
Yeah, it was a kind of hard rock music. It was
good beat.
It was a little different though than the regular music. It was a little weird. I think you'd call it. It was just I don't know, just different than most of the hard rock music that came out around this time. And Steve wanted to be a dance band. He didn't want to be a psychedelic band or a show band or any of that. He wanted to be a dance band. He wanted to play what the kids liked. And he just wanted to be a dance band, not any of these big show bands or anything, because that's all there is in the Midwest, just show bands. And he wanted to be somebody, a band that you could go and dance to and not just stand and watch it.
Skies are cloudy and the wind is blowing, and I'm so afraid of my past. Anyway, that's how it feels in my heart. I can't seem to make no blast. I am alone and tired of it phony and I had someone who would care. Anyway, that's how it feels in my heart. I can't seem to make no blast. It feels like the thunder in my heart. The lightning never seems to win. I feel like there is something very wrong. Why should this feeling be so strong? I am alone and tired of it only, and I had someone who did. Anyway, that's how it feels in my heart. I can't seem to make the blast. It feels like a thunder in my heart. The lightning never seems to win. I feel like there is something very wrong. Why should this feeling be so strong? Skies are cloudy and the wind is blowing, and I'm so afraid of my past. Anyway, that's how it feels in my heart. I can't seem to make no blast. I can't seem to make no blast. I can't seem to make no blast.
That was That's How It Feels, written and released on the flip side of the group's popular recording of Walking Around. All of the music you hear on this album was written by Steve Ellis, with the exception of Since I Fell For You. 5 songs are still unrecorded by the Starfires. All of the music is performed by the Starfires. They played the music of today, but not everybody dug the Starfires.
I personally couldn't say. I'd say a lot of them liked the Starfires, and a lot of them didn't. A lot of them had a bad impression on us guys just because we grew sideburns and had long hair, a little bit like that. But yeah, we were a little bit weird, I guess. But that really wasn't it. I mean, I think we were all a bunch of real nice, devoted guys.
In general, I mean, we usually got real good crowds, real good turnouts and everything, and judging by that, I'd say that they must have some feeling toward us anyway.
I don't know about as far as the kids liking us. I think they did, judging by crowds and that, but I sure liked us. I enjoyed playing because, you know, we...
Made me leave my happy home. I get the blues when I'm alone. Since I fell for you. Oh, life causes misery and pain. I guess I'll never be the same since I fell for you. Well, it's too bad and it's too sad, but I'm in love with you. Oh, you love me and you snub me. Oh, but what can I do? I'm still in love with you. Oh, I guess I'll never see the light. Oh no, I get the blues most every night since I fell for you. I fell for you. Since I fell for you. Since I fell for you.
Steve Ellis was a perfectionist, and that word came up more than once in my conversations and observations with the Starfires. Zeke told me that Steve always had to have a challenge.
I'm sure he had to have a challenge because the more challenge he had, the harder he tried. And he always had a challenge with whatever he did. Like, for instance, with his car, you know, where everybody told him he was, those six deuces that he ran was never going to make it, never going to make it. Well, he just wanted to prove to people that they were going to make it. I mean, that something like this could really win, and that was a challenge for him, and that's why he always kept working on it. That's why he never changed to something bigger, like fuel injection or something like that. He just wanted to prove to people that they could do it.
Did he prove it?
I think he proved it. I think he, in a roundabout way. I mean, probably most people can't see it, but if you really understand Stephen Noima a little bit, I'm quite sure he proved his point what he was trying to do.
Do you think he proved his point with his music and his life, Mike?
Well, if he didn't prove it already, he was definitely on the verge of proving it. I know it would have been proved very shortly, as far as with his car and that.
You know, it might have been proved to other people, but not to him. It wasn't. He wasn't satisfied with it at all.
Cast your eyes on a man made from a grain of sand. Look upon my soul, never let me know that you disapprove. For in my hand I hold a key to you and your kind. It's a pride of a man that will cause you to lose this love. Shut your eyes, let them hypnotize you with fear. Hold your tongue, for it has sung a song loud and clear. And now you know you are just one of a kind. It's the pride of a man that will cause you to lose its love. say you have your virginity. Oh, but now you cry, say you have no chastity. You say you can't be what you want to be. It's a part of a man and you see what I want you to see. It's a part of a man and you see what I want you to see. It's a part of a man and you see what I want you to see.
Pride of a Man. And they said it couldn't be done. But Steve Ellis took his 1938 DeSoto Coupe with its 6 two-barrel carburetors and its 418 cubic inch, 600 horsepower Oldsmobile engine to Thunder Valley Dragways in Marion, South Dakota. They said it couldn't be done. Steve Ellis now holds the B-altered track record at Thunder Valley. Pride of a Man. Steve Ellis wrote that song in 1966. Pride of a Man was reflected in his philosophy of life and in his music. Mike Mulligan told me that Steve always tried to help the underprivileged. In fact, he even wrote a song called Her Face about a girl who was scorned by society because she was not physically attractive.
Usually he favored like underdogs and things like that. He tried to make poorer quality, not really poorer quality things, but things that are persecuted, or persecuted ideas, he tried to bring them through and make them work, I guess. Yeah. The whole song was about someone that was persecuted and people picked on him, someone that was ugly, like you said, and people never realized they appreciated the person until they died. And then the girl in the song was, people thought of things that she'd done and stuff like that and really felt sorry for the way they treated her.